Hi, how do you manage a student mark settings from your dashboard as a school admin or as a teacher? Okay, so it's very simple to do that, but you need to follow a couple of steps to be able to do that very well. Okay, from your dashboard area here, first of all, you need to come to the mark menu here. See the mark menu, just click on it. So I want to show you the mark distribution uh, table first, then later we'll go to the main mark setting. Click on mark distribution. So these are the default mark distribution types that we have. Okay, and we have allocated uh, numbers to them, scores to them. So here we have exam. So maybe that will be 70%. Attendance 10%, class test 10%, assignment 10%, practical test that's 10%, quiz test 10%, laboratory report 10%. So if you add all of these together, you will discover that it's actually more than 100%. And ideally, the total mark distribution uh, in most cases in most schools should be 100%. So you can decide for your own school uh, the mark distribution type that you want. Okay, and if you want to add additional distribution type, you can do that from here. Do you get it now? And then you will allocate the appropriate scores or mark for that. Okay, now these are just default marks. Okay, you can adjust them. Your own exam may be this final exam, it may be maybe 50% in your own case, in the case of your own school, it may be 60%. Do you get it now? The scores can vary, so you can easily adjust those figures over here. Do you get it now? So that's what you do uh, on the mark distribution submenu over here. Now to uh, come back to the mark settings itself. You'll find that under settings over here. So that's the last submenu over here, mark settings. Just click on it and then it will bring you to the mark settings page over here. Do you see it now? Now from here, this first semester, this second semester. So I'm assuming we're working on the first semester, the first term. That's why uh, it is ticked over here. Okay. So these are the mark percentage. Okay. These are the mark distribution types I showed you few seconds ago. You see now. So here we have ticked 70, I mean exam, attendance, class test, and assignment. If you add all these four marks together, that sums up to 100%. In the case of your own school, you can decide to vary it. Okay, for instance, you may not mark attendance. You can make your own quiz test. Do you get it now? So whichever way you do it, just make sure that the total percentage is equal to 100%. Do you get it now? That's very, very important. And if you leave it this way, it means that in all the classes you have in your school or in your tuition center, what you are saying is that you are using the same mark distribution for all the classes you have. Do you get it now? So if that is what you want to do, leave the mark type A as global. You see now. So global, that is for the whole school, for the whole class that you have in your school. Do you get it now? But if you want to vary it, maybe you want to vary the percentage marks, you want to vary that across different classes, across different student levels, you can actually do that as well. Do you get it now? For instance, if you click on the mark type over here, see, these are all the options you have for the settings. You can do the settings as per class, as per exams, as per individual, as per subject. Do you get it now? So let's do this one as per subject, for instance. If I click on subject wise, so these are some of the subjects we have. This school is offering like 8 subjects: maths, biology, English, mathematics, chemistry, physics, economics, biology, and then further mathematics, English language, geography. I think it's more than 8 subjects. Now from here you can begin to do it. Uh, begin to assign those marks yourself. Okay. For instance, biology class sometimes involves practical test and all laboratory report and all that. So you can decide to vary that. For instance, you can make the final exam to be 70%, then practical test you can make it 10%, just stick on it. The laboratory report make it 10%, that's 90. Then attendance 10%. You see now you have varied it because of the nature of that subject. Do you get it now? So that's you can do the same. Okay, you can do the same mathematics. There's no practical test in mathematics as such. And then you see now that's how you are going to vary the marks across the subject. That's if you are using this. And then after you've done that, then you update mark settings. If you want to use the same, oh, it's giving me an error. Okay, it's asking us to fill out all the other ones. Okay, okay. So let me fill out all the other subjects. So whichever variation you want to do in the mark distribution, just make sure that the sum total equals to 100. Do you get it now? So let me just quickly do this, and then you will have to save it. You will see the importance of this later as we want to generate terminal reports, scorecard report sheet, and all that. You will see the importance of what we are doing over there. Then geography, let's check it. And then after we've done now, then you can update the mark settings. You see now success. So we have updated the mark settings as per subject now. Do you get it now? So if you have any question, just or any concern, just chat with our support team on our help desk or our help center, and somebody will be there to attend to you immediately. Thank you very much for your time. See you in the next video.